What's up, guys? This is Chris, formerly of Warrior Soul Fitness. Well, I'm still part of Warrior Soul Fitness and I'm still the owner of Warrior Soul Fitness. But now that website is exclusively military oriented, and you can find all of my fitness related content at chrisalbertfitness.com. What I want to get into today is talking to you a little bit about successful habits to implementing your diet. And while this isn't going to be related to any particular diet protocol, and I'm not promoting any particular diet protocol here. Those of you who watch me know I follow a ketogenic diet, and one of the reasons why I follow a ketogenic diet is because it's a lot easier for me to implement. Honestly, avoiding carbohydrates, eating moderate amounts of protein, and just eating a lot of fat makes the decision-making process a whole lot easier for me as to what I should be eating every day. But if you're not following a ketogenic diet, and I don't want you to think that this video is just for those of you who are following a ketogenic diet, there's some easy tips that you can incorporate into your life just to make life a little bit easier and make implementing the diet a little bit easier. Because a lot of times you guys know exactly what you're supposed to eat for your specific diet protocol, but you have problems implementing and executing. And if you can't execute, then a lot of times things go awry. Most diets work, but execution becomes the problem. So what are these tips? First things first. One, I try to eat pretty similarly every day. I don't always eat the same foods every day, and I do schedule out different meals that I should be eating throughout the week, or that I want to eat throughout the week, largely because my fiance likes to have a variety of food at the plate, and I am the chef of the house, so I have to satisfy her, and if you don't have a happy woman, you don't have a happy life. But the main thing that I try to do is just keep those foods very similar throughout the week, or eating the same foods very often. Why does this work? Well, it helps me because I don't necessarily like measuring out my food all the time. So if I'm eating the same foods all the time, I know approximately what amount of foods I'm supposed to be eating. Also, I really think that measuring out everything and being so specific about everything in your diet creates a degree of unhealthy obsessive compulsiveness in one's life. And I want to be happy above all else. I want to be healthy too, and I want to, look fit and, build muscle and things like that. Yeah, I am training for a classic physique competition right now, but at the same time, I wouldn't do that at the expense of happiness. And for me, obsessing about things that in the grand scheme of things don't really matter is really not my gig. I'm a much more laid back person than that. So if you like measuring out your food and that's part of what you do, then by all means, but you can also accomplish much of the same thing by eating very similar foods every day, and then including a little bit of variety on the side if you want it. 2, slow cookers. Slow cookers are an awesome and really amazing tool for anybody who does not have a lot of time to cook. I run multiple businesses. I am working most of the day, and I do all the cooking in my household. So slow cookers are a big part, really big help for me. The main benefit of them is if you get some good slow cooker recipes, like you can take a roasted beef and you stick it in the slow cooker, you stick a couple of packets of onion soup in there, and then you stick maybe a packet of gluten-free brown gravy, throw some water in there, slice up some onions, set it for 9 hours, and 9 hours later you have a whole buttload of beef that you can use throughout the week. Or any protein. You could use chicken, you could even cook different types of vegetarian foods in there. Regardless of what you're sticking in your slow cooker, it's a really helpful tool. And I've done some slow cooker blogs in the past on warriorsoulfitness.com, but I'll put some more up on chrisalbertfitness.com for all of you who may be interested in trying to learn how to use a slow cooker to make some really good meals. Number 3, when you're heading out to a restaurant, just have some basic rules about what you're supposed to eat and what you're absolutely not going to eat. Now, for me, those rules are pretty simple. I avoid pastas, I avoid rice, I avoid carbohydrates, I avoid bread as much as possible, and 9 times out of 10 at a restaurant, you're going to see me eat a salad. My go-to for lunch is a Cobb salad. that's got all the fat that I want out of the day. It doesn't have a whole lot of protein. It's got tons of vegetables. But if you are heading to a restaurant, or you're going out for a night out, or if you are doing a work lunch, then have a set rule about what you're supposed to eat, and don't make other people pressure you into eating something that you don't want to, or that you think would be against your diet. I get a lot of executive clients who have to entertain people all the time. And so these guys are always put in the position, well, I have to entertain this guy, I have to take him out to a steakhouse. What do I do? Well, at most restaurants, especially fancy steak restaurants, you can find a pretty healthy salad on the menu. And you can definitely implement that into your diet. So I hope this wasn't too simplified for you guys. If you guys got questions for me, just hit me up at gettingshredded@gmail.com, or check out some of my other content over at chrisalbertfitness.com. I'm always looking for new stuff to put up. Have a great week. Happy Monday, and peace out.